Good morning. It is day 10 of POEMVEMBER 2022. I am KP Kajabowski. I'm a poet, filmmaker, and theater maker, and also the guide of the Labyrinth, which is a growing resource library for writers. And in the month of November, we are running one poem a day. And I'll be posting prompt videos every morning by 6 a.m. Eastern. And today's poet inspirer is Natalie Diaz. We'll be reading My Brother at 3 a.m., a poem that is up on poets.org. And I'll just get into reading that right now. My Brother at 3 a.m. He sat cross-legged, weeping on the steps, when Mom unlocked and opened the front door. "Oh God," he said, "oh God, he wants to kill me, Mom." When Mom unlocked and opened the front door at 3 a.m., she was in her nightgown. Dad was asleep. "He wants to kill me," he told her, looking over his shoulder. 3 a.m. and in her nightgown, Dad asleep. "What's going on?" she asked. "Who wants to kill you?" He looked over his shoulder. "The devil does. Look at him, over there." She asked, "What are you on? Who wants to kill you?" The sky wasn't black or blue, but the green of a dying night. "The devil, look at him, over there." He pointed to the corner house. The sky wasn't black or blue, but the dying green of night. Stars had closed their eyes or sheathed their knives. My brother pointed to the corner house. His lips flickered with sores. Stars had closed their eyes or sheathed their knives. "Oh God, I can't see the tail," he said. "Oh God, look." Mom winced at the sores on his lips. "It's sticking out from behind the house." "Oh God, see the tail," he said. "Look at the goddamn tail." He sat cross-legged, weeping on the front steps. Mom finally saw it, a hellish vision. My brother. "Oh God," she said. Okay. Prompt number 1. For those of you who enjoy prompts based around poetic forms, I'd like you to see how Natalie Diaz uses the pantoum form in this poem. Pantoums create what I see as like a mystifying or maybe even hypnotizing effect with the repeated lines and the cyclical nature of moving the lines up for the next stanza. I'll put the poetic form in the description below so you can see the exact way to write them. But I think that the pantoum form for the situation of a brother's addiction and coming to the parents' house for what could be help, I don't know. It to me is the perfect form for this because addiction is such a cyclical event. And the title and in the pantoum, the word or the time 3 a.m. is mentioned, which to me makes it seem like many 3 a.m.s. This has happened because we are cycling through certain repeated phrases. So prompt number 1, I'd like you to locate a memory of yours or a memory that has many similar memories linked to it and that you often replay in your mind, trying to make sense of it, or maybe you're still vexed by what happened or why certain people reacted in a certain way. And I'd like you to write a pantoum that cycles through the details of this memory and the event. Prompt number 2 is to pick a phrase or two that you often say or someone you know often says. And I want you to repeat, reverse, or subvert that phrase in your poem so that it changes the understanding of that phrase. So this prompt doesn't necessarily mean that you're writing a pantoum, but you will be repeating a specific phrase, subverting it, reversing it, whatever you have to do to keep the poem fresh as you go through and shift what that phrase means. Prompt number 3, think of one person you know who has said many things to you, and I'd like you to take 5 minutes, time yourself, 5 minutes and write down as many words, phrases, sentences, whatever language from their mouth they have said to you as you can down in 5 minutes. And then I would like you to use that language to construct a poem. And you are only allowed to use all of those words in those spoken phrases, sentences, whatever that person has said. This poem could be overtly using their spoken language as if it's a reconstructed, maybe monologue from them, or you could be repurposing the language to speak for yourself. That's it. Tomorrow, for November 11th, our poet inspirer is Brenda Cardenas, an incredible poet that I am very excited to share because we're sharing one of her sonnets, and she does sonnets in a way that has a lot of fire in it. And then on November 12th, we have Michelle Kotler. Yes, another great poet. So what else? Oh, and if you want to share your poems with us in our Discord group, message me and I'll give you the invite link for that. Okay, bye.